evil blanket fish has awoken.
Hmm? Like everything's coming in. So, we're live once again. Continuing with Blue Dragon. Hey Nami, how you doing? Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. That scared me for a bit.
Playable. Item.
Spells magical effects. Hey Ragna, thank you very much for the resub. Been a whole year already. That little your save might be damaged kind of scared me a bit. I'm gonna start saving in 2 spots now. I might actually set up the cloud save later. Yeah, unfortunately time flies, and the older you get, the faster it seems to fly by. I think those are hermit crab poos. What are those? They use poos instead of shells to live in. The truth is, they'd rather have armor instead, or so I've heard.
Join. Protected. Counter. Critical. Defeated.
Hey Irby, how you doing? Guapo Fish actually has a nice ring to it.
Item.
Oh. 70 magic defense and 10 regular. Oh, was it?
Defeated. Item.
Halves HP and gives 50 HP to allies. Probably doesn't work on bosses, though. Just realized I haven't been checking everything, but there's not really... I'm not sure if anything actually stands out as being something you could check.
Nothing. Nothing. Gold. Gold. Gold.
Hey, Robon, how you doing?
Nothing. Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I didn't realize it, but apparently I picked up Witcher 3 on PC at some point a long time ago. And I just noticed, because like about, I think about a week or so ago, it had like a huge update. Because I guess you were getting the,
Detected.
like the new updated graphics and everything added to it.
Defeated. Defeated.
Just trying to get all of them into a circle so I can fight them at the same time. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of, like, what order they actually came in. And it all stemmed from basically them not wanting to call theirs the Xbox 2 versus the PS3. They were worried that people might think it's a weaker system because the number was smaller. And we've had weird, funky names ever since. Although I still don't understand the reason behind naming their third system the One.
Nothing.
Hey, Fat Mouse, how you doing? I'm sure it'll be something like Xbox double X divided by X first generation or something. Who knows?
Detected.
Oh, I'm Evil Blanket Fish, and I'm in a fishbowl. So, kind of.
Defeated. Detected.
Why is it only grabbing one of them? There we go. Yeah. The magic bar fills up so much faster than the charge bar for the monk. But, so Fat Mouse, are you also a streamer? Guessing by the gaming in your name?
Detected.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, no. A lot of people do it for a little while and then stop for various reasons. I did it for a while in like 2015 and then stopped right after, and then I started back up in 2019 and basically been sticking with it since. You got banned? How'd you get banned?
Nothing.
Also, hey Cucumber, how you doing today?
Nothing. Nothing.
So, you're getting to the point where it's no longer always beneficial to search everything. Like one of them did some damage to me, and the other ones have been putting status effects on.
Nothing. Detected.
So basically you were just in the chats of a lot of streamers that were really basically trigger happy with the ban button. Yeah, I don't know if one of them is like that quick to jump the gun and ban people. I usually see it as I basically see that as that's probably a good thing to be banned from that channel. Zero. Correction pad. No. Doesn't seem like there's a way to actually get a bigger look at the minimap. Yeah, except a lot of that stuff, like anything like that would stand out that much, especially nowadays, you can probably just see it on, like, a YouTube compilation or something anyway. Yeah, it's true. The benchmark for doing something outrageous is kind of ridiculously high now. Yeah, I can see that too.
Nothing. Item. Item.
Yeah. I honestly think just a lot of, not just streamers, but just people in general take themselves too seriously lately. Yeah, paychecks have always been shrinking. That's why I always laugh when they try to say that, like, oh, if you raise the minimum wage, the price of everything is going to go up. And it's like, well, it's going to go up anyway. It's been going up for like almost 2 decades now with no change. At least here in America. I'm not sure if I ever remember hearing where you're from, Cucumber.
New skill.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, being in Nashville, you'll be around a lot of good music. And as for the aliens, it probably depends on how good their telescopes are. Because while I definitely do believe there are aliens out there, the chances that they would be able to get to us are pretty slim. Like, even if there are a bunch of other alien races out there, just they'd have the technological advancement they would need just to be able to make it to us would be ridiculous. It's on a 360. I picked up a 360 just for like the handful of JRPGs on it that never got ported to anything else, this being one of them. Yeah, it is. You can get it on a 1 or I think maybe even a 1X. But I wasn't gonna buy, you know, a more expensive console for just 4 games, so I just bought a 360. Are friends and family members like dumping their old Xbox games into your collection when you're not looking? It's a transformation box. What are we supposed to do with it? Put an item in there, a different one will come out. Seriously, that's amazing. Let's try it out.
Join.
It's only from a small list. Okay, so it looks like it just straight up upgrades whatever you put in. Well, are any of those games that you have like stuff that you wouldn't normally want? Mistakes, in other words.
Nothing. Detected. Detected. Lost. Item. Nothing. Lost. Nothing. Detected. Nothing. 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 Defeated.
Haunting Ground, that was for... I'm trying to remember, was Haunting Ground for PS2, wasn't it? Oh wait, he knows Antidote now.
Item. Gold. Detected. Gold.
Yeah, because I do remember hearing that game was kind of rare. But then again, you said it was disc only. I don't know how much that drops the value for it.
Defeated. Defeated. Item. Nothing. Defense up.
Did that one just show up twice in a row? I think that was the one that came up last time. he's caught up in level everybody else.
Item. Nothing.
Oh, there goes that deodorant that I just found.
Detected. Detected. Nothing. Nothing. Lost. Detected. Lost. Detected. Lost. Detected.
Oh no, the barnacles were... Well, I found a deodorant in a barnacle, and then another barnacle made me stinky, so I had to use the deodorant on it. What's more button releases since you have to hold it and let go of it at the right time? Won't open. Look at this fish mark next to the keyhole.
Join.
I need to find a key somewhere.
Item.
The only one that's kind of difficult is the black magic. Because white magic and the monks charge up for their attack seem to go at like a steady pace, but for some reason the black magic charge bar, it accelerates. And for the other ones, you like their sweet spot is at the end of the bar, whereas black magic is right in the middle. And it's like right before you get to that sweet spot in the middle is when it starts to accelerate. So it's actually kind of hard to get it there with black magic. The other ones so far, not so much.
Detected.
Then again, a lot of times it's not even in your best interest to try to get it to those sweet spots since you want it to go off before the enemy's attack. Oh, does it? I'm guessing they probably get a passive later to turn stuff into an AoE. I was hoping it would at least do some damage. Didn't get anything out of it. It was hard to get a perfect. Like, getting a good ring wasn't that hard. It was hard to get a perfect, though. But even then, you only had to do the ring for normal attacks. And once you got to like the halfway point in the game, like most of the time, especially in like boss battles and even like a harder normal battle, like you were focusing more on your abilities and having to do that. So it didn't even really become that big of an issue later in the game. Shadow Hearts, you're just supposed to make the ring invisible and go by feel anyway. That's how the speedrunners do it. I mean, I just recently played Kudelka, but I could definitely see that game being a popular speedrun. Like if you're skipping all the scenes, because a good chunk of the runtime is just the actual like scenes in the game, and if you know exactly where you're going and running from battles, you don't need to fight. That actually probably would be a really interesting speedrun. I might actually look up a video of whoever holds the world record and see how they do it.
Nothing. Nothing.
Either way, that game was way ahead of its time.
Cold. Nothing.
Ghost Crown.
Defeated.
Okay. I was wondering if that was gonna hurt Jiro also.
Rank up.
I didn't realize there were two of them. Arbar was actually past everybody at his job level.
Defeated. Defeated. Ace. Target hit. Defense down. Down.
Oh, so that's what they meant earlier in the dungeon when they said that the crab poos are using poos as shells, but they would prefer armor. If they were in the same fight, they stripped the armor off of this guy.
Defeated. Defeated. Counter. Defeated. New skill.
What do you learn? Go down 2. Okay, so it just automatically upgrades.
Item.
Neat, this key's shaped like a fish. The key just might open the treasure chest somewhere in these caverns.
Join.
That's the one that we went to before.
Playable.
Guessing whatever I need to put inside there is in the chest.
Item.
Yeah, look at it sparkle. I want to see too. The perfect hexagonal shape. Seen such a well-formed crystal. Maybe we could use it for something.
Join. Join. Item. Checkpoint.
Checkpoint. That mean a boss is coming up?
Nothing.
I mean, it's a big empty room. I think I look forward to the boss fights in this game just to hear the song again.
Slow down.
Like, honestly, I just wish that Mistwalker would, like... They don't even... I get that Mistwalker, like, they haven't ever ported their games or done anything like that, because they always just move on to the next game. Like, just partner with, like, another third-party company to handle porting these to other systems. Like, a lot of these games would probably, like, have a second life in them if they got ported to modern stuff and, like, you know, just ported and slightly remastered. And there's definitely a lot of developers out there that specialize in doing that stuff. Hey man, even their mobile games, like, they need to bring Fantasia into other stuff too.
Playable.
Okay, so it looks like mental ailments go away after battle, but the physical ones don't. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, like, there are quite a few, like, small developers that specialize in porting and remastering and all that. Like, that's the whole thing they do. I think because either they don't have an idea for a game themselves yet, or they're just gaining experience. But, like, if they could just get one of those groups, like, latched onto them, get them to bring all the Mistwalker games to current platforms, because it'd be Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, Last Story, and then Fantasian. I feel like maybe there's another one that I'm missing. But even just those, like, to bring out to other systems.
Item.
Oh, no, just made it out. I don't know, that's kind of a tough call, now that I think about it. Like, would Microsoft really milk any of those games any more than Activision already did? I mean, it's not like Activision is known for not milking things. Activision just kind of being known for bad ideas in general a lot of the time.
Playable.
Yeah, I guess I'm confusing milking properties with just bad business practices in general. Like, I guess Activision is more known for, like, bad DLC and item loot boxes and all that stuff.
Item.
Basically just shady monetization practices and before I spend all my money, let's go to the inn.
Playable. Item. Nothing. Metal. Gold. Nothing.
At some point, I hope it doesn't take too long before we find whatever vendor the metals are used for, because I've already got 62 of them.
Gold. Nothing. Item. Item.
Yeah, it's something in the settings. Like, I could turn it off, but it actually kind of amuses me.
Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Item.
There goes all my money. I got some accessories to sell, though. Anything? Okay. Hmm. Everybody is equipped with that minimum silver in every slot. It's not going to do anything for me. Let's go to items. so I guess the other side is the forest that we're supposed to go to try to get the medicine.
Playable.
Lies! I was told to inspect the trees, and I would get something.
How are we supposed to find the plant here?
Stop complaining. Come on.
I'm not complaining. I'm definitely gonna find it for you, Marumaro. And Jiro's not gonna beat me to it.
Why does Shu have to always go and turn everything into some big contest?
Playable.
I didn't even see what that was.
Lead.
Wait, am I over leveled for this area? That thing looked like it was already trying to run away from me.
Detected. Lead. Detected.
So I'm over leveled for the wolf hunters.
Lost. Item. Detected.
Alright, looks like all of those do the same thing. They recover your MP, but you lose some HP for it.
Lead. Lead.
So left or right? Dark Souls or Elden Ring? 'Cause Dark Souls has been on sale a lot.
Lead. Item.
Fat Mouse, thank you very much for the follow. And hey, Capium, I'm enjoying the game.
Lead.
I'm guessing a lot of this was kind of taken directly from Dragon Quest. And while I haven't really played any Dragon Quest games other than 7, and that was a long time ago, I'm noticing a lot of similarities between this and Yakuza 7, so I can only assume that they're coming straight from, like, Dragon Quest.
Counter. Defeated.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It, like, the job system especially is very reminiscent. Because I think this one also, the jobs max out at 30, which in Yakuza 7 when it first came out in Japan, same thing, the jobs maxed out at 30. It wasn't like till later they added a patch that let them go up to like 100, and all they did was add like more stats over time. Because I don't know if you noticed, if you played Yakuza 7, when you get a job to level 30, it gives you the trophy for maxing out the job, even though it can go up to like 100. It's because originally 30 was the max, and I think this one's the same way. You're just kind of gaining like higher magic levels and skills and everything else.
Detected.
So like right now I've got everybody on their starting job, obviously, because I've only been playing for a bit. But yeah, like Shu is a magic swordsman, Jiro's a white mage, Pluke is a black mage, and Maru is a monk. Is it? How much off? Because I did really like Dusk Diver 1, and I wanted to play 2 when it came out, but I don't know, I think it was a little pricey when it came out. Unless the game is like way longer, which I don't know that it is. Little pricey. Oh, PSN? Where did you come from? A carnivore. A mostly new build. Like, you're essentially having to replace the core pieces, which would be the motherboard, the CPU, and the GPU. But, I mean, obviously there are, like, your power supply,
Item.
your case, and, you know, some other things that you may have attached that you can still keep with the old build. But yeah, it is probably like 70 to 80% a whole new build you have to make, depending on how much other stuff you have in your computer. Oh, okay, so that's where the enemy came from. It was one of those fruit things that fell. You don't always need a new power supply, especially if you bought like a high capacity one in the first place. But if you bought one that was like just enough for your build before, and then you make a new build, yeah, you'll probably need a new power supply, since the newer graphics cards do tend to require more power.
Defeated.
Nice, Cappy. So, what game did you break it in with?
Defeated. Treasure. Gold. Detected. Detected.
See if they fight each other, or if they're friendly. Fight each other.
Defeated. Defeated. Defend. Defeated. Defeated.
Yeah, that is one benefit. That's why you do see you are seeing some Japanese companies switching to Unreal for their big releases, is that it can be ported to other things fairly easily.
Treasure. Gold.
way did I come in?
Detected.
I think so. Yeah, I played it on my PC and I was getting like 140, 150 FPS the whole time and max settings. Yeah, but that was one of the first games that came out on like PS4 and PS5, wasn't it? To return this to the tree. FPS is good for most games. For action games, you usually do want 60. Just so that your inputs feel smoother.
Detected. Counter. Defeated.
Oh, you played Scarlet Nexus on your PC before you got the upgrade? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got it on PC. Like, I don't even have a Pro, I just have a base PS4. So I'm sure that would have probably struggled to keep 30 in a lot of places. Okay. I'm guessing the tree we need to take this to is somewhere back there. Looking for a tree that doesn't look like the other trees, I guess.
Detected.
Yeah, it's gotten better now. I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure there's anything that I want to get a PS4 for, a PS5 for specifically. I know it's going to be the only one getting Final Fantasy 16 right away, but I'm also not against waiting for the exclusivity to be up.
Item.
Well, I mean, Demon Souls is pretty. Like, the PS5 version is way prettier. But from what I've heard, it's not any different gameplay-wise from the original. And I have the original on PS3. And I've already played it. So, I don't know that I would justify buying a whole new system just for a prettier version of a game I already played. And even their bigger games like Horizon, God of War, and Spider-Man and all those are coming to PC with timed exclusivity. I don't know, I just think I'm at the point